Okay, so the crossover we will be talking about today is Justice League and Avengers. Obviously, not the first crossover between the big two, but one of the most iconic. And JLA slash Avengers and Avengers slash JLA, so that each team got top billing, was a 4-issue limited series published in 2003 and 2004. The story was originally thought up between the two companies in 1979 and was to be written by Jerry Conway and George Perez. And the original plot was to be a time travel story involving the Lord of Time from DC and King the Conqueror from Marvel. They began work in 1981 and was supposed to be published in 83, but there were some editorial disputes that held up publication, and ultimately Jim Shooter killed the story. This cancellation also led to the cancellation of an already planned sequel between the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans. A new agreement was reached in 2002 with the story headed by Kurt Busiek and George Perez, and the story focuses on Krona versus Grandmaster, who proposes a challenge with the Avengers fighting on behalf of Krona and the Justice League fighting on behalf of the Grandmaster. Each team must gather items of power from each other's universe to save their own. And when visiting each other's universe, are shocked by the conditions there. The story does a really good job of showing just how opposite the companies kind of treat their superheroes and handle them in the greater scope of the universe. Of the crossovers that came after, I feel like the first one is a bit forgotten and overlooked, though it does remain one of the best. Both teams stay true to their characterizations, arguably more so, to the point where they're almost like stock versions of themselves because they want to be so clear in separating DC from Marvel. And the way they interact is very interesting in that it shows the similarities and differences between the teams really, really well. This is one of my favorites. And I highly recommend it as a read. It is extremely entertaining, and just remember that all of these crossovers are kind of out of direct canon.